And good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, May 9th, and instead of a national day today, we take you back in history this day in 1886.
All right. That
I'm not going to tell
that
you
sounds
yet.
like a lot of fun.
It's a surprise.
All right. It'll be a surprise for all of us. And today on our show, Joan Milliman is here. She is the secretary of the GRF board, and she's going to talk about their meeting that they had yesterday. Remember, it was kind of unusual this month. They had it on Wednesday. Also, we have from the foundation of Laguna Woods Village, we have Pat Leftwich, and she's bringing along a guest from the Braille Institute. There's one right down the street, and they kind of work together on different things. So you'll meet that person as well. That's Jamie McAllister from the Braille Institute. And Lisa's going to give us the Globe headlines today, and then we're going to bring you a segment from South County Lexus.
Okay, and then today we have 3 meetings. We have the Mutual 50 Agenda meeting, which will be in the Towers at 10 a.m., the Third Garden Villas Association in Clubhouse 5 also at 10 a.m., and then the GRF CAC meeting, Community Activities Committee, which will be in the boardroom at 1:30. Okay, so in May 1886, Coca-Cola was invented. So we've got a couple little samples here that Ken brought along. And it was invented by Dr. John Pemberton, who was a pharmacist from Atlanta, Georgia. John Pemberton concocted the Coca-Cola formula in a 3-legged brass kettle in his backyard, as you can see there on the right-hand side, his somewhat similar kettle, and then on the left is a statue of him holding up the original Coca-Cola. The name was a suggestion given by his bookkeeper, Frank Robinson. And Frank Robinson also created the handwritten Coca-Cola logo, as you can see here today, and the logo that it's been the entire time. Now, 9 servings of the soft drink were sold each day. Sales for that first year added up to a total of $50. It cost John Pemberton over $70 in expenses, so his first year was a loss. In 1887, another Atlanta pharmacist and businessman, Asa Candler, bought the formula from Coca-Cola from the inventor John Pemberton for a whopping $2,300. Now wait, if you go back to the slide before, you can see that prior to it becoming Asa's, it was marketed as a tonic. So it had remnants of cocaine as well as the caffeine-rich cola nut. Now, by the late 1890s, Coca-Cola was one of America's most popular fountain drink. And then on the right, you can see that they would market it as something that would give you vigor and energy. So it was more like a social thing by then. So now, as you know, Coca-Cola Company increased their syrup sales by over 4,000% and is one of the most popular drinks today. So Ken brought this in, and this is a 25th anniversary of Disney World. And
Disney
it's the
World.
official drink of Disney, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, very cool. So now you know the history of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, and that other one next to you,
Oh, yes.
that is from the Paul Wynn collection. That's Coca-Cola Clear that is sold, I guess, in Japan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, clear. Does that mean it doesn't have any sugar and stuff in it?
I have no clue. It's just water. Yeah.
Oh, it's just water?
No. It's I guess it tastes like Coke. And
They took out the stuff that dyes everything.
yeah, hello, right next to you there. You know, a few years ago, I guess Pepsi had Clear, many years ago.
Well, yeah.
And it didn't do too well. But I'll tell you a little story when I worked for Coca-Cola here in Irvine a little later.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Hey, our weather today, you know, we're just going to be keeping up now with these clouds and rain, and it's just going to continue on and off really into next week. So today we got a little bit of drizzle out. It's pretty much what that is today. As we get to Friday, mostly overcast, and that is going to be with scattered showers, a little bit heavier rain on Saturday now, maybe even up to about a ½ inch. Unfortunately, it's also going to spill into Mother's Day. Probably, it looks like now on Sunday we could have a little, a little sun, little rain, little mixture. So depending when that comes in, we are expecting 20% chance of light rain. On Monday, then partly cloudy. Partly cloudy, by the way, as we get to next week on Tuesday, but then another round of a light rain coming in probably midweek. So it's going to continue here. It should be April showers, not May showers, but we're getting May showers. Let's look around everywhere else today. Pretty much what we had yesterday. Not much difference at all in temperatures, and this is well below normal. We should be in the low to mid 70s, so everything is about 10 degrees off, except for Palm Springs, 87. They're usually right around 90 this time of the year. And Lake Arrowhead is usually around 55 to 60, so they're not far off. But everywhere else, we're really seeing a difference this spring. So not bad. I like getting the moisture. This is when we should be getting it, a little bit here and there. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple of announcements. You know, yesterday there was the meeting at the Performing Arts Center. Orange County Transportation Authority gave a presentation about the El Toro I-5 interchange proposals, and we wanted to let you know that we taped that. We're going to be showing you that 4 times here in the month of May. It'll be on May 14th, the 18th, the 25th, and the 28th. Whoop, let me get out of the way. There you go. I got in trouble. I got scolded by Michelle yesterday in Brittany because I stood in front of one of the slides. So sorry, let me get out of the way. There we are. All right, 14th, 18th, 25th, and 28th, and I think it was about an hour and a half long. Yeah, about an hour and a half or so. All right, and then we want to remind you here about the community center being closed, and that will start Friday evening about 10 o'clock, and they're putting in the new HVAC systems. They have them all unloaded behind us here in the parking lot. Those things are, each one's probably about as big as a one-car garage. They are huge. They're going to be hoisting them on top of the roof. So all the way through Monday morning at 6 o'clock, this building will be closed to both residents and staff. If you need to go to hold somebody, I was informed if you have an emergency, obviously, then call security, but any other kind of business or recreation that you normally do up here, the PC Club, the Mac Club, table tennis, all those things will be closed. The entire building will be closed coming up this weekend. All right, we'll be back.
From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Hey Laguna Woods, it's Ken.
And Lisa.
Did you miss an episode of This Day? Not to worry, head over to youtube.com and search Village Television.
Here you can find each episode of This Day and other community programs such as Good Day OC, Discovering Laguna Woods, and much more.
Just click the red subscribe button, then click the bell to be emailed every time we upload a video.
Don't miss out.
And subscribe today.
Mother's Day is coming, and Diane's Hallmark is just the place to get Mom a gift that shows how much you care. Our women's department has gifts for that special someone, including clothing, jewelry, Vera Bradley and Bagolini handbags, Crabtree and Evelyn, and many other great gifts for Mom. Don't forget that our religious department carries a great selection of Christian gifts and Bibles as well. Diane's Hallmark is a Gold Crown store. Come in and experience our personalized service. We're located on Alicia Parkway next to Hobby Lobby.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I am so pleased to welcome you to JTV. We're a 24/7 home shopping network focused exclusively on jewelry and gemstones. And because we believe every woman deserves to be lifted up, we love to help her sparkle, keep her informed, and make her smile. Our viewer is passionate about jewelry and gemstones, and we share her passion. Because of that, she keeps coming back, making us one of the top retailers in the United States. We sell extraordinary products at extraordinary prices. Welcome to JTV.
Well, with me today from the GRF board, I was going to say Robert's Rules, because that's what I'm used to seeing, Joan Milliman. She is the secretary of the GRF board. And you know, speaking of Robert's rules, you know, you keep people in line on the GRF board. You did yesterday. There was a question about something, and in fact, they were talking about the landscape committee, if I'm not mistaken, that they may look at making that more into a task force with the other mutuals. And you were saying, well, that part has to go back to the committee to decide, then bring it to the board, or whatever may happen with that.
Right.
And Joan was like, no, you got to do this. All right.
Well, people may wonder why we weren't there on Tuesday,
Yes.
and because the boards are doing long-range planning, and this is the first time all the boards and the staff have worked together on long-range planning.
Yeah.
And it's just a start. So it was an all-day affair on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So obviously we couldn't be there.
Right.
So on Wednesday we had our board meeting, and one of the first things that came up was an approval for staff training day on August 14th. And this again is another first. So the recreation department facilities, except for golf, will be closed for half a day, August 14th. So that the staff can get together and have some training. So I think that's going to be very interesting.
Okay.
And 'tis the season when candidates are going to be looked for on all the boards, and we're hoping that if you're interested, you will apply, because we have a great need and an interest in having residents participating strongly with our boards, you know.
Now on the GRF board, are there going to be some openings there? I know there'll probably be at least
there
three,
will be.
right?
There'll be 2, maybe. You know, I think.
Okay.
Anyway, every 3 years we serve, all of us, for 3 years at a time, and every 3 years 1/3 of the board turns over. So in all the boards.
Yes.
So I'm hoping you will check out the applications and so on. GRF just approved the election schedule for us, and the new inspectors, which are now Unilect. It's a brand new company. The old company has retired.
Oh, they have.
So
that was what was that called? Chapman, right?
Martin and Chapman.
Martin and Chapman, yeah.
So they've gone out of business, and now we have Unilect.
Okay.
So
that sounds like a bigger company that's used to doing this for many different entities.
I have
with a name like that.
Yeah,
you know?
it does.
Yeah.
It's very powerful. And then one of the things that came up, which will be brought up again, it's on 28-day notice. So we talked about the idea of a resolution to add on citations that are not eligible for traffic school. And because there are so many, I'm going to tell you the ones that are eligible.
Okay.
So they include speeding, failure to stop, failure to yield the right-of-way, known turn signal made, and left of center, that is over the center line.
Okay.
And those are the only ones that are eligible for traffic school. Everything else, including things like hit and run, valid driver's license not produced, reckless driving, headlight violation, so on. There's a long list of violations that are no longer eligible for traffic school.
Okay.
So you just have to pay the fine and go to court and do what you have to do. As you already mentioned, they're moving the air conditioning to the roof this weekend, and so this building will be closed for Saturday and Sunday.
And as I said, they're out there right now. The units, I don't know if you saw them, they're in the staff parking lot. And each one you could probably park a car in. I mean, they're all full of equipment inside, but they're as big as a one-car garage. They're massive.
They're huge, and I understand they came from Mexico.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's going. Don't come and look. You know, it's that we're not inviting a crowd scene.
No, it's just
quite the opposite, because it'll be dangerous to be close by. They're so big, and things can happen, and we don't want people here to get hurt.
Now, I mentioned that there's going to be no parking here beginning late Friday evening, 10 o'clock. Yeah. I would think they're going to start cording off things.
Right, you won't even be able to get up here. Is that going to interfere with Jersey Mike's and all of that, do you suppose?
I would think not, because that's on that side. I think it's, from what I understand, it's surrounding this building. Yeah. So think of it like 2 spaces each direction, and probably like 50 feet around the building at least.
At least.
Yeah, so you'll still be able to get to the other places.
You don't want to be in the way in case they drop them, you know. Just, no, never mind.
No.
Bad joke. The gates are coming right along. As the group may know, gates 3 and 7 are now open.
Right.
And this beginning Monday, gates 1 and 9 will be closed. So be aware and use alternate entrances and exits. And if you aren't aware and you come up against it, you'll find out.
Okay. Yeah, you will find out, yes.
One of the things that is coming up, we're going to have realtor tours in addition to the docent tours, and the residents will now have some special tours for realtors by themselves because they often have questions that they need to ask and for different information.
Okay. Now, was this something that was done years ago?
For realtors alone? It may have been.
Okay. It seems to me there was many years ago.
Yeah, a long time, but they're reinstalling it now. So
yeah, I think it's a great idea because, you know, especially somebody who's maybe new to being a realtor or new to this area, to come in here and really find out the differences of the different mutuals and everything that goes on. It's complicated. And the more tools they have, the better. And
the more they know about the rules and regulations, the better they can pass on the word to the new residents. I want to remind everybody, speaking of gates, I'm back to the gates now, to be sure you get your RFID sticker. Otherwise, you won't be able to get in and out of those gates so easily. You can still get in and out, but you have to go to the gatehouse to be admitted. Yeah.
And that's kind of a hassle for everyone.
It is. And the stickers are a one-time charge of $25.
Okay.
And you can get them right here at the community center. So I want to be sure that you do that. And by the way, the gates have an override system. If electricity fails, they will still work.
Okay, that's good to know.
That's good to know because why did we install the gates?
Yeah.
It's for security and for safety. And so just so you know. Okay, very good. One more thing that we discussed for the disaster preparedness is still looking for captains, for neighborhood captains. And we don't have enough people yet to cover the entire village. So a good neighbor training is coming up June 6th from 10 to 12 in Clubhouse 7. And they have other training classes as well, but that one in particular, I urge you, if you're interested in becoming a captain, please come. We need you. And if we ever have a disaster, people are going to have to report, and we need to find out where people are and what they need. So please come. Very good. That does it for us.
Thank you very much for coming on. Always good to see you, Joan.
Nice to see you,
and
thank you.
And we'll see somebody from GRF next month, and we'll see you pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yes, I forget the exact date, but she'll be on again. All right, we'll be right back.
Thank you.
I'm a strong believer that there's something for everyone out there. But some people never stop searching. I've looked long and hard through these parts, and I thank my lucky stars I stumbled across a special place, a unique place, where you never know what you'll find. The Trading Post, only on Channel 6.
I have Pat Lustig, owner and general manager of South County Lexus with us. Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you for having me.
Beautiful showroom. Very nice out. I love it here. And tell me a little bit about what's going on from a relentless pursuit of perfection slogan that you have to experiencing amazing.
Well, the relentless pursuit of perfection has been like a trademark of Lexus and their slogan for 25 years. And a couple years ago, they wanted to bring some more passion to the brand. And the products, you know, I think the world knows that they build the most dependable, reliable vehicles out there, and got to be known as a little bit stodgy. So they wanted to put some passion. into the brand, and they've taken on racing, they've taken on high-performance vehicles, they've done a lot of new things, made the cars sexier, better handling. Basically, the interiors have gone through the roof, where you'd feel like you're in a custom-designed home inside some of these cars. It's pretty nice. So their move is to get that expressed to the public and let the customers come in and experience amazing. And that's really what's come about, is these cars have become amazing.
Exactly. Well, they're all here in the showroom as well as out on the floor, so everybody can come in and check those out. Tell me a little bit about how things have changed for South County Lexus, other than different just like you. What does that mean?
Well, we've been for almost 8 years now trying to operate our dealership completely different than most dealerships. The car buying experience, we put customer satisfaction first and foremost, and employee satisfaction as well. So having happy employees obviously produces happy customers. So we've been very successful at that. However, same thing is just like Lexus trying to go from the relentless pursuit of perfection to experience amazing. We decided to change our slogan to different is amazing. So we're putting that energy the same thing with Lexus, and presenting the brand into our customer experience at the dealership.
What makes Lexus cars different from all the other racing or sports cars that are out there today?
I think they have that being that they've had the years of relentless pursuit of perfection as their slogan. It's ingrained in every employee, not just our Lexus dealership, but pretty much across the country. Okay. So in that experience through the shop, through the dealership, the delivery experience, all of the things going on is kind of culminated into an amazing experience for the customers.
So with that said, tell us about the new product offerings that you have here.
Most recently, we have the third row RX that has come out, where you have the choice of 3-row seating versus 2-row seating. If you happen to have grandkids or little kids you want to throw in the back, it makes it quite convenient. The new LS is probably the most long-awaited vehicle. The version that's been out there has been out there for quite a while, and there's been revisions of it, but this car is a totally new car. That's probably the most exciting vehicle that Lexus has come along with in a long time.
Would you say that that's one of your more popular models?
It's definitely it's won more awards than any car in manufacturing history, as an actual model lineup. And so taking that amazing approach, the stuff that they put into this car blows your socks off. I mean, it's incredible. There's different equipment packages on it that, you got shiatsu massaging seats with 28 positions.
Oh my.
You can get executive packages for rear entertainment. I mean, literally like a limousine. There's high performance models. It's just absolutely, all I can say is the word is amazing.
So if you were to take me behind the scenes here at Lexus, what would be some of the things that are the most important?
The employees. They're what makes everything happen. It's a team. If everyone is not doing their job, it doesn't create a winning environment. So I would say behind the scenes, it's absolutely employees.
Over the years, how has the car buying experience changed, and what do you foresee the future to be like?
Well, the car buying has changed because most people do their shopping at home. They sit behind a computer screen, a tablet, a cell phone. They do some groundwork before they go into the dealership and test drive and experience the vehicle. They do a lot, and as time goes forward here, it's coming faster than we all expect. The ability to buy, and what they call the Amazon effect, is happening in the car business, where you'll be able to, in not too near future, you'll be able to point, click, buy your car, or at least reserve it and come down and pick up the vehicle, and not go through the standard negotiating process. That's already happening right now. So that is a huge paradigm shift in the car business. I think that you'll find that more and more of the vehicles aren't going to be just ready on the lot because of the expense of storing 500 cars for the public just to get it when they want it. Right. I think they'll have to wait a little bit longer, maybe select their vehicle and maybe take 6 weeks or something to come in. So I see that as a cost savings benefit to the customer. It's passed on from the dealership not having to go out and buy huge expensive pieces of real estate to store a bunch of vehicles.
Right. And how have you changed your business practices here, to accommodate that?
Well, we're on the forefront of that. We're actually a one-price environment. It's pretty simple.
Okay.
Customers don't like to feel like they got sold. They want to buy, but they want to make those decisions themselves. So the tools that are being put in front of them will allow them to be able to do that, and they'll choose who's the easiest to do business with.
Okay.
And I'm betting the bank that's us.
Excellent. Now let's talk a little bit about the Laguna Woods client. You've sold to many of them. They have lots of questions, and maybe they go online before they get here. What would you say to them, because they're the ones who are seeing this today, about your business practices and what they can look forward to?
I would say probably the biggest thing is technology scares people. I'm 55 years old, and when I went to school, I didn't even know what the internet was. Computers were not there, so I've had to learn this later in life. I'll tell you something funny about myself and my age, is that it wasn't until I was 38 that my 8-year-old daughter showed me how to cut and paste. And it was like one of the epiphanies of life for me, because the frustration level that I had of technology was, this technology is supposed to help me and be more efficient. Well, it wasn't until that moment, so it was a big move. Well, I know that there's more people like me that when technology comes in front of them, these vehicles, they're highly advanced. But if you don't really appreciate it if you don't understand it. So at South County Lexus, we have full-time employees that are technology specialists to help our guests understand how to operate, how to use and benefit from all the technology that's in these vehicles.
Okay.
So we have that available here. Not every dealership chooses to do this. It's an expense, but we feel that our customers love it. So programming your garage door opener to go to your house, or your gate, your electric gate going in, to hit, instead of carrying around a clicker, you have these available in your vehicle.
Right.
The programming of your phone and your address book, the safety devices on these vehicles, the backup cameras and monitors, side traffic alert. What side traffic alert is someone, let's just say pedestrian monitoring. Someone's walking through behind your car and you don't see them and you're backing up. Well, your car is going to stop by itself without you having to do it. Or you're backing up in your garage and maybe you don't see as well as you used to see, and you're going to back into the post of the garage. Well, your car just stops on you.
Right.
One, our technology specialists are trying to let you know that it's okay. The car didn't wreck the wall. It actually stopped, because I've been there. It feels like it stops all of a sudden.
Okay.
The safety is incredible. Today's driving, you're going to be able to drive vehicles a lot longer in your life than what you may have in 10, 15 years ago.
Right.
So the safety that's in the vehicles is absolutely phenomenal.
I've been seeing an awful lot of features that have been added now, like you're mentioning. So would somebody come in before they buy the car to learn about the technology, just so they can understand what they're getting themselves into, or is it something that you do after the fact?
Both.
Okay.
So as we've been sitting here today, I noticed that there's some customers in the neighboring booth over here, but they were here early this morning, and they came in to drive the vehicle, and they were learning all the safety devices on that vehicle.
Okay.
So, and it's a lot. So a salesperson can't always have all that information available to you in a short period of time.
Right.
That's why we have these technology specialists to come in and assist.
I think that's important, like you said, because at one point you're going to be buying a car, but then you want to ask specific questions, but you don't want to bother the salesperson
Sure.
the entire time. So that's really great. All right, good information. Financing is a bit of a pressure, I think, for some people coming in, but now that the processes are changing, how has that changed?
Well, before they come in here, they can actually go on to our website and use the calculators that are on there to determine, they can actually, if they know what their credit score is, they can put their credit score in and get the actual financing.
Okay.
Depending on how they're either purchasing, leasing, or paying cash, they can put the type of transaction that they want to do. There's a incentive configurator in there that would tell you what maybe if that vehicle had some factory incentives, maybe a rebate or something like that, special financing rates. But that's all available before they even come into the dealership. So there's less stress when they come into the dealership. They can proceed to find out everything before they come to the dealership and find out what car works best for them.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Good luck. It's a beautiful showroom.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to enjoy the Lexus experience, you can go to their website at southcountylexus.com. We'll be right back.
The foundation of Laguna Woods Village is unique in the nation in serving its senior population, our friends and neighbors, with temporary financial assistance. Your donations assist Laguna Woods residents in maintaining their quality of life by providing help with medical bills, food, respite care, Meals on Wheels, and other emergency needs. With village support, the foundation continues to help our residents. Can we count on you to donate?
Well, with you right now from the foundation of Laguna Woods Village is Pat Leftwich. And Pat, you have brought along today Jamie McAllister. And Jamie, you're with the Braille Institute.
Yes.
Welcome. Nice to have both of you ladies here. First, Pat, to you, give us a brief overview of the foundation, and then we'll get into your relationship with the Braille Institute.
Okay. The Foundation of Laguna Woods Village is a nonprofit organization that was started to help residents in financial need. And any resident that needs assistance goes through initially social services.
Right.
And then if there is a need for anything, they give us the information and we write a check directly to the provider. We never know who the resident is. And we provide benefits for utilities, medical alert, doctor bills, dentist bills, events that some residents are unable to afford.
Okay.
We also support the Meals on Wheels program for residents, Age Well, and we started a year ago with Braille Institute, helping them provide services for some of our residents also. Same thing, they go to Braille, and Braille lets us know. We provide resources they check through the provider. So again, we never know who the resident is.
Okay.
And we depend on residents for donations. A lot of clubs provide donations, golf, the men's golf club, and also estates. That's one that's becoming more used. People are leaving the foundation money.
And we want to emphasize, because you mentioned this right before we went on, that sometimes people get confused between GRF, the Golden Rain Foundation, and the foundation of Laguna Woods Village. And even though you're here, you're part of the community, it's two separate things completely. And people get a little confused about that. They think if they're going to donate it by donating to GRF or what's going on here.
Right, totally separate. GRF, was initial when Laguna Woods started, and the foundation started about 22 years ago. There was a flood in the area, and there was a need to provide financial assistance for residents. So that's how the foundation started, not associated with GRF at all, and there is a lot of confusion, I know, with both of us having the foundation in the title. So.
All right, so that's good to know.
Yes.
Okay. Of course, GRF always encourages people to make donations to you folks.
Yes.
Now, Jamie, the Braille Institute, you have your, you have one unit, a space over here that's not far, that I opened a couple years ago?
2016.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, 3 years ago, And that's very close by here, and it becomes very convenient for folks. In fact, even at one of the recent board meetings, they talked about how if people need transportation over there, that's something that they're going to be looking into to help out with that. But today, you've brought along some different devices. Before we get to that, you wanted to emphasize that even though the name is Braille Institute, there's you said something like over 90% of the people that come in for services from you folks are sighted in some way, right?
Yes, they are. 95% of them are sighted. They're not totally blind, and so we cater to them as well as blind people. We are also a nonprofit organization, and we offer a range of free services that involve in-home training, also on-site training in our Laguna Hills office, classes, workshops, seminars, all designed to help them live well with vision loss or blindness. Yes.
Now, these devices that you brought in that help folks out, and for the most part, the ones you have here that I can tell, maybe not the small tablet device you have there, but the others are for people who have some vision. They maybe have impaired vision, but it certainly can help them
Yes,
out.
all of these are for people who have low vision. We have access to more powerful magnifiers and lighting devices. This is actually a portable video magnifier, the tablet that you're seeing here.
Oh, okay.
It's not just a tablet. It is a video camera magnifier.
Okay.
And what's important about this
Cool.
is somebody who has low vision, they may have a changing eye problem, an eye problem that's going to change over time, and I can zoom in, I can change the magnification.
That's great.
Trying to get it lined up for you to take a look at it here. I can also change color options. Some people see better with inverted images. So we do have this kind of video technology, some larger, some smaller. They're great to carry around, to go to the store with, use in their
I could use that when I go to some restaurant sometimes.
Anybody could. And these are more traditional
Am I right?
optics.
It's hard to read them.
Exactly. These are more traditional optics.
Yeah.
For different reasons, for reading newspapers, for shopping, but they're more powerful than what somebody can provide over the counter. And these are for watching television. They're spectacle binoculars that can be used for watching TV.
Can I see those?
Sure.
Let me see.
Absolutely.
He wants a pair.
No, I want to see how.
And how people can have access to this is we offer individual consultations. Where they come in, they visit me, I do an assessment and see what kind of products that they need and that would work for them. And I demonstrate them, provide training, and we go from there.
What about, can you give people help? You know, nowadays, there's so much technology that is available with smartphones and even in-home devices like Google Home and Amazon Echo, where these were unheard of years ago. So somebody who has vision problems or totally blind, they can be in their home and just talk to a device and, you know, ask it whatever they want, what the weather is going to be like today, whatever it may be. Do I have any appointments? It's incredible.
It is, and we actually have a full-time technology specialist that shows these devices and teaches somebody how to use a device. Maybe they already have a smartphone, a tablet, computer, a personal assistant. Shows them how to use those devices based upon their vision, or if they're totally blind, they can still use them, as you've said. So we provide that training as well. We also have independent living skills instructors that can show them how to do other kinds of daily activities like cooking with safety. We have a mobility instructor that may teach them how to move around safely or use the transportation locally if they're not still driving. So we have a variety of services, including a free audiobook program for them that's extensive because it's through the National Library of Congress. So there's no shortage of services and activities that they can avail themselves of.
Now, Pat, let me ask you, if somebody, you find out that somebody needs some sort of an assistance, and primarily maybe they don't know about the Braille Institute or getting over there, and maybe some kind of devices that they need in home that they have to pay for that aren't available to them. This is where you folks come in?
Yes, and sometimes if they are not familiar with the Braille Institute, maybe they go into our social services department and they would refer them over to the Braille Institute, and they go through and they get interviewed over there and screened, and then if there is a need, then they provide us, again anonymously, person's background information and what's needed, and we could provide the funds.
And that's a good point. When it comes to the foundation, it really starts here with social services. So maybe you're having problems, maybe you know of a neighbor, you go into social services and you get that process started. But also, as you mentioned, social services here is just a great option to find out about what's available in this area. The other one, of course, is I know you work with the partners with AgeWell, with Senior Services, with Florence Sylvester. That's another one that people can contact and get all this great information. And you folks are just down the block. You're off Ridge Route. You're up behind the 7-Eleven in that lot up there, right?
Yes, and the Laguna Woods bus will stop there by arrangement.
Yes.
So it's great to make a round trip reservation to get to us. So.
Yeah, and they mentioned that at one of the meetings the other day, so that's a good thing to know. And all these are available to you, and if you know someone that you think needs help, whether it's something the Braille Institute would benefit them or the foundation, your first stop is in social services, and they'll help everyone out. So, and of course, if you want to give to either one of them, you certainly can, right? The foundation, you can give here locally. Do you still have the little box downstairs?
We do.
Okay.
We do,
and of course, the Braille Institute, you will go online and find out how to do that there. Very easy. Braille Institute, is it brailleinstitute.org?
Yes.
.org. And I thought it was national, and you were telling me it's just here in
local
Southern
to Southern California.
Which is nice.
Yes.
Because you know if you're going to give money to that, it's going to stay local. And certainly the foundation is going to stay local. And that's kind of nice. You always know where that money's going to go.
Yeah.
Ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you both coming on, and we'll see you again sometime.
Okay.
All right. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Car here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
Well, right down the street here at the Lake Hills Corporate Park in Laguna Hills is the new Braille Institute Neighborhood Center. And I'm here with Sandra Albert, who is the Field Services Manager.
We wanted to be able to be part of this community. We know that there's a lot of seniors that are in need of our services. And so this Laguna Hills Neighborhood Center will help us provide that service locally, provide that one-on-one home service, and also all of our core classes and services here. Yeah, and for now and today and many years to come, we're very excited to be here.
Now, how does this differ for your regional centers? Is it just a smaller, more concentrated center?
More concentrated, and also the programming will be a bit different.
Okay.
Since we will be concentrating on 4 to 6 week classes. That way, whenever somebody new is coming in, we'll be able to have that circulating program that will be able to service the people that are coming in fresh. So as soon as you start noticing that you're having difficulty with daily living activities, anything from dialing your phone, a phone number, anything from reading your mail to putting on makeup, things like that, we can start helping you, making sure that you're aware of what's available to help you to continue to do things on your own.
You were helping people at the point where hopefully they've been to their eye care specialist, they figured out what type of a problem they may have, and going forward, they may need some added help just to get through the day.
Yes, definitely. We always want to emphasize that they keep on going to their eye doctor, and especially if they're coming in for the first time, we want to make sure that we know exactly what their eye condition is and what's their remaining vision. How can we maximize that remaining vision that they have? So we do have a doctor's referral form. Call us and we'll mail it to you. Let us know what your goals are.
Okay.
What difficulties are you having? And that's when we also, for people who can't come to us, I'm very happy that we'll be able to provide that one-on-one at their home.
Right.
Because there we
That's
will be
important,
able, we'll be able to assess their needs, make up a plan of action, and target the goals that they want to reach.
All right. What's nice today compared to even just 5-10 years ago is in the home. People nowadays have different kinds of devices, whether it's tablets or even their phone, that often have great accessibility for people who are having problems with their sight and can really help them out, right?
Yes, definitely. We're very excited. Our technology center, our connection point, that's what we call it, it's one of our most popular program actually, because people are coming in and we're showing them how they can stay connected to their loved ones.
Yeah.
So by learning how to use the iPhone, the iPad, being able to download their books, text, read their emails and all of that through their devices, it's a great program.
All these devices have ways to make the type larger. Of course, you can now dictate into them. They can read for you whatever you want. And this is something that if they can't make it out to an Apple store and an Android store or whatever it might be, they can come over here and you can show them how to get the benefit, right?
Yes, and try them out before you purchase them. Make sure that you know if it's the right fit for you. And it's all a one-on-one. Bob, our Access Technology Specialist, will be able to help you one-on-one.
Fantastic. Now, what is the cost of somebody coming in here?
Yes, our services are totally free. Thanks to the wonderful people here, our local donors who provide, yes.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Now, you just opened here. What are your hours of operation?
Yes, we open at 8:30, Monday through Friday, and close at 5 o'clock.
Okay, and we want to emphasize that this is at the Lake Hills Corporate Park, right?
It's right next to the clock tower and right in back of the second driveway.
Yeah, so it's really easy to get to. So, of course, there's the BrailleInstitute.org, there's the website there, and there's the 800 number, but there's a local number here for this center, right?
Yes. Anyone wanting more information about our programs and services or wanting to schedule a low vision consultation, wanting me to mail them the doctor's referral form so they can get started, they can call our 949 area code 330-5062. So that's area code 949-330-5062.
Very good. And of course, you can go online, BrailleInstitute.org, to kind of start things up again and start from there, and then get the local number here. Fantastic that you're here with your new neighborhood center. Thank you very much, Sandra. A pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Hi, I'm John Bowser Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha Na Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And you know, when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village Television. Grease for peace.
Hello.
The Globe, and Lisa's going to give you all the latest Globe headlines.
I'm going to do the Globe headlines today.
Erica's not here today.
Erica wasn't feeling well today, and I have to wear my glasses because I have to read this. Okay, so the Laguna Woods Civic Support Corporation teamed up with the Garden Club and the 110 Club for a fundraiser to expand the Laguna Woods branch of OC Public Libraries located in City Hall. And for a $30 donation, visitors were granted access to 7 Laguna Woods Village manors to stop and smell the roses. And so on the cover, we have a couple of photos, and we do have some photos to show you as well of all of the people enjoying the gardens. The event raised over $1,000 towards future expansion or possible relocation of the public library branch, which opened at City Hall in 2002. Reporter Brooke Becker and a registered photographer visited gardens at the homes of Barbara Marsh and Sally Pruitt, and the Audubon Society members set up a post anchored by bird watching books and a scope overlooking Barbara Lake, a conservation area for wildlife and the only natural lake in Orange County. And as you can see there, there's some photos of people enjoying the beautiful scenery. Look at, there's the lake too.
Beautiful.
We have a drone thing of the lake
that
too,
is
I think.
beautiful.
More photos can be seen online at ocregister.com. Now, also in news, harrowing stories of European Jewish families suffering loss and survival during World War II were punctuated by laughter, tears, and hugs during a rare event held Monday, May 6th in Laguna Woods Village. Featuring a gathering of 52 Orange County Holocaust survivors, the special dinner was hosted by Jewish Federation and Family Services Meal Partners Program, which brings Holocaust survivors together with community volunteers who engaged with each other by sharing meals. With most survivors in their late 80s or early 90s, this group has offered a unique opportunity for younger generations to hear accounts of the Holocaust firsthand. And Fred Emmerich, who is 91 of Laguna Woods, and his wife Joanne say the Meal Partners Program has been life-changing. So that is just awesome. Laguna Woods Village's old pros are getting ready for the Peanuts Gang back together for next weekend's musical premiere of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and we've had them on talking about it, and we've been promoting it, so it must be fun to be children again. You know, I think they're kind of liking that. This will be the first musical performed on stage by the Old Pros. It's directed by Old Pros veteran Sheila Bialka and choreographed by Carol Shallon. Musical director is Sharon Rosen, who is she also plays the part of Lucy, as you can see her there. The musical consists of 16 songs backed by a 5-person chorus and live piano. Songs will include such favorites as Happiness and My Blanket and Me. The performances are Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, May 17th, 18th, and 19th, and it'll be in the Performing Arts Center. All right, letter topics this week: nightmare restrooms in Clubhouse 2. Thoughts on SB 754, a bill that would allow management of HOAs to cancel an election when the number of candidates is too low. A request to maintenance to schedule composting the gardens before a carport cleaning. And this letter from Ellen Rose. Hey, cement guys, you did a great job fixing my front walk. I just came home after having hip replacement surgery, and my walker just glides to my front door. Thank you. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
That's a great one, and thank you for writing a letter. Make sure you guys keep letters coming, all the good, bad, whatever you guys want to say, because they need letters. And Ken told me a little quick story about Coca-Cola. He used to work at the Coca-Cola
Coca-Cola Irvine was it was like a little marketing place, and I worked there. It's like a part-time job, contract job for a while, and it was really funny. What they basically did there, they helped out restaurants and things like Edwards Theater, when Edwards was about, and they would help create their menu boards for them and things like that. And it was a trade-off. They basically got the product for free. They put their logo on the cups and things like that. But it was interesting. I remember one time I was doing some kind of a menu board, and there's always legal copy at the bottom, how you can use their trademark. And I remember calling Atlanta going, oh yeah, I need you guys to send me so I can put this on. And they go, you do it. And I go, what do you mean? They go, yeah, you just write the legal, whatever it is. And so I wrote the legal copy at the bottom, and the marketing department was like, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Well, and then what else you said was that they don't make any money off us buying Cokes at the movie theaters or Disneyland because
the whole point was this is like 20 years ago, they were telling me this, they make it when you buy it in the store. So that's why a lot of the product, the Coke product, is provided to those establishments. So, and of course we had a lunchroom that was all full of Coca-Cola, Minute Maid, icy products, and of course we could never bring in a Pepsi product. We could never bring in Pizza Hut or another one. There's companies that Pepsi owns, so we couldn't bring those in. That was
so remember, every time you go to
very
Disneyland,
interesting.
You're paying $6 for that glass of Coke that they're paying nothing for. So walk up and go, isn't this free for you guys?
So it was really interesting. And years ago, both Coke and Pepsi were at Disneyland, and then once Coke became the major sponsor when Epcot opened, they got all the Disney parks exclusive, and it's been that way ever since.
Yep. All right. So we're just celebrating Coca-Cola Day.
Yes.
All right. Should we say anything? We have two movies. Friday is the Welcome to Marwin.
Yeah.
And that's at 2 and 7. And then Monday is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh, they're actually going to show.
And the Marwin, there's a biography. I looked this up, and it's all very true.
Wow.
And there was this guy who was, unfortunately, he was attacked, and he had PTSD, and he got to the point where he kind of retreated and created his own world. And if you look this up, there's a Welcome to Marwin. Look at the movie, look at Wikipedia, and then you can link to the story of this guy. And he looks like him, and it's incredible. Yeah.
It didn't last very long in the movie theater.
No, but it's a real story. It's a sad story in a way, but kind of uplifting.
And then Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, so that's going to be on Monday at 2 and 6.
Yeah.
And Teen Miles Morales becomes Spider-Man of his reality, crossing his path with 5 counterparts from other dimensions to stop a threat for all realities. He is a New York teen struggling with school friends, and on top of that, being the new Spider-Man. When he comes across Peter Parker, the erstwhile savior of New York in the multiverse, Miles must train to become the new protector of his city. So, you know, just like all the other Spider-Man versions, but this one's animated.
Yeah,
award-winning animation.
And they just, in one of those scenes, they just had a Coca-Cola sign in it. That was funny. Kind of ties
now it's
in.
going to be on all of
Yeah,
our
that
brains.
looks really good. I haven't seen it, but it won Best Picture or Best Animated Feature.
For animated feature, yeah.
You know, it was probably pretty good.
Yeah. All right, so weather.
Yes, weather, you know what? We're just going to keep in this pattern of partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. A little drizzle today, but as we go forward, a little bit more light rain on Friday, and then increasing on Saturday to a little bit heavier rain. None of these systems are big, but unfortunately now it may spill over into Mother's Day on Sunday. And then into next week, partly cloudy on Monday, but then going forward, another little chance of drizzle next week sometime. So that will continue. The temps around the area are pretty much what we've been seeing in the mid-60s, so much cooler than it normally would be this time of year.
Yeah. Well, I'm not happy about that. I want to see the sun more often.
Yeah.
I'm liking the sun. Okay, so tomorrow we have Dan Oweiler, Sterling Financial. We have the United Mutual, and then something really fun is Kathleen's Korean Kitchen Gala's coming on, and you're going to interview her about the other episodes that she has.
Right.
And some other things
she
she's
does
got
that
going
Korean
on too.
kitchen, so that'll be neat.
That'll be fun. Have a great day in the village.
Bye-bye. Yeah, it's